filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
My bad. Welcome back to CTC. It's your gracious host, Carl, and I'm back for another episode, man. I was rushing, forgot to put myself up here, I forgot to do it all, man. Trying to hurry up and get it done because we got the top 25 being unveiled before conference championship week. And shout out Joe, who's in the comments. He gave me the idea to react to it. So that's what we're going to do. So this is going to be poll talk for the week. So if you don't see poll talk, and need this week in college football finale, week 14, or in the conference championship episode we got going this Friday, this is why. I'm reacting to the polls live as they drop the top 25. They should drop fairly quickly because after that, it should be UConn versus Florida in college basketball, which, side note, I do have UConn winning that matchup against Florida. I think it's going to be very interesting with the bigs of Florida versus the bigs of UConn, and then Solo Ball and Alex Caravan versus Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee. I do think those are two interesting matchups. We also got Michigan State, Iowa tipping off right now on Peacock in East Lansing. And y'all know, family of the show, Luke. I texted Luke like a week or two ago saying I hate how much I like Iowa basketball because I am a fan of Iowa basketball. Shout out Ben McCullum and the boys came over from Drake, took the Iowa job, bro. His guys over Cam and Yao Bennett Sturts, all those guys. So I hate how much I like it. But as the hey, here we go. They dropped them already. At number 25, James Madison. At 24, North Texas. 23, Iowa. 22, Georgia Tech. 21, Houston. Now, love the James Madison's rank in the conference championship game against Troy. I predicted JMU versus Southern Miss, but I love the fact they're ranked. Now, this hurts the ACC. Why? Because if Duke wins, no matter who wins out the American, they will be ranked. I'm assuming Tulane's going to be in the top 20. I'm assuming they're going to be at 20. If you have Iowa unranked at 8-4, jumping to 23, Tulane has to be in the top 25, right? So here we go. Green Wave at 20. Michigan at 19, Arizona 18, 17, Virginia, and 16, USC. Which I'm surprised USC is up that high. Not surprised they're above Michigan with them having the head-to-head win over Michigan and the Big Ten, things like that. They're in front of them in the Big Ten because of that loss to Ohio State. But like I was saying, if Duke wins the ACC championship game, there will be an unranked ACC champ. Wow, the winner of Tulane, North Texas, that's an American-ranked AAC champion. And then if JMU win, that's also a ranked Sun Belt champion. And I don't know the name of the guy who made the video, but shout out to you. I wish I remembered your name. I'll get back to that in a second. Utah drops to 15, which I seen coming. They struggled with Kansas. I figured they were going to drop. I figured Texas was going to jump them with that win against Texas A&M. 14, I'm assuming is probably going to be okay. Vandy stays solid. Thought Vandy might move up with the win against Tennessee, but I guess now all of a sudden the Tennessee no good win thing comes into factor because Tennessee's unranked while Vanderbilt didn't move. Told y'all, Tennessee had no good wins. I don't understand how they were ranked. They were only ranked because it's the name, the SEC. No good wins that Tennessee have. But Vanderbilt stays stuck at 14, so they're just outside the college football playoff. At 13, We'll wait. They haven't dropped it yet. I'm assuming 13 might be Texas. Yep, 13 is Texas. So Texas did not jump Miami. I thought Texas might jump Miami because of SEC bias and things like that, but they did not. They did not jump Texas. So I'm assuming 12 is going to be Miami and 11 is going to be BYU here. That's what I'm predicting here. But Texas did jump Vandy. They do have the head-to-head win over Vanderbilt. They have a non-conference loss. That's why they're 9-3 to Ohio State. So yeah, so Texas comes in at 13. Shout out my boy Joe. He said, let's go Texas. Shout out to a new person on the show, Matias Otero. Hello, how you doing, sir? You know, hopefully you enjoy the content. 13, he'll take that. It's like I said, I hope you enjoy the content. At 12, we have Miami, like I said. Miami's at 12, so BYU will come in at 11, in my opinion, like I thought. Miami, a lot of Miami guys, I know they're complaining that we should be in over Notre Dame and stuff like that, the head-to-head. First of all, week one. And this is coming from a guy who wants Miami in and doesn't like Notre Dame. But you won on week one. How you doing? Yet again, how you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying. You won against Notre Dame. I think that's my pop, man. Hey, what's up, Pop? But you won against Notre Dame, week one. Cool, right? You didn't handle business. You lost to a Louisville team who lost 3 straight. Then you go on and compound that losing to SMU, who lost their opportunity to play in the ACC championship game against Miami. Against Virginia. They lost to Cal. SMU can't complain and say, oh, we beat Miami. We should be in over Miami. No. They did not handle business just like you did not handle business. So if you ultimately are not in the college football playoffs, you honestly have nobody to blame but yourselves. I get you have the head-to-head win. That was week one. Alabama got a head-to-head loss against Florida State week one. It's week one, bro. Speaking of Notre Dame comes in at 10. BYU did come in at 11. I'm honestly not mad at the college football playoff committee right now. Anything outside the top 15 kind of doesn't really matter in terms of playoffs. So it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm not really mad at the committee right now. I actually agree with the committee right now, to be completely honest with you. I see a lot of people disagree with them. At 9, we have Alabama. So they move up 1 spot with the Iron Bowl win. I honestly was scared that Alabama might drop with the Iron Bowl win, but they move up to 9. I'm interested to see where Texas A&M lands in all this. I thought they would be at 7 or 8 around that. I thought Oklahoma might jump Texas A&M. I figured Ole Miss would be in front. So I had, as I try to hurry up and get this out, I had 1 being Ohio State, 2 being Indiana, 3 being Georgia, 4 being, I think, was it Oregon, 5 being Ole Miss, 6 Oklahoma, and then behind that at 7 at Texas A&M. So I had them at that 7 spot. So we'll see where they'll put Texas A&M at. But right now we have Bama at 9 with the matchup against Georgia in the SEC championship game. At 8, we do have Oklahoma. So I'm assuming I was right with Texas A&M being in that 7 spot right here coming up. Mainly because Texas A&M only had 1 loss all season, and it is to Texas, who also beat Oklahoma. 7 is Texas A&M. There it goes, right there. So to me, it should be 6. I think I had 6 at Ole Miss. I think I had 6 Ole Miss, 5 Oregon. No. Texas Tech. Yep. So 6 Ole Miss, 5 Oregon, 4 is Texas Tech. Excuse me. My apologies. That's what I got. No, I don't speak Spanish. No hablo español. I don't even know how to say sorry. What is it? Lo siento. I don't know how to speak Spanish. Sorry. But 6 is Ole Miss. So yeah, it's going to be 5 is going to be Oregon. 4 is going to be Texas Tech. I forgot about Texas Tech. 3 is going to be Georgia. 2 is going to be Indiana, and 1 is going to be Ohio State, in my opinion, which I think that's what CFP is going to say as well. We got number 5, Oregon. So, yep, Oregon's at 5. Figured they wouldn't jump Texas Tech. They struggled with Washington. It was a closer game than – it was a close game. Final score 26-14. It took them a while to score. Texas Tech, dominant win. Texas Tech comes in at 4. Dominated win against West Virginia on the road. I think they shut them out 49-0. 3 is Georgia. 2 is Indiana. 1 is Ohio State. I really can't argue with the CFP committee right now. I really can't. We're going to look at how the bracket is shaped up. Now, mind you, the way this bracket is going to be shaped up is going to have Miami in the field in the playoffs. That is not correct. They're not going to be in. So right now we got obviously Ohio State with the bye playing the winner of Alabama, Oklahoma. 4, we got they don't have Miami in. Okay, cool. 4, we have Texas Tech playing the bye week, the winner of Oregon and conference champion number 5. 3, we have Georgia playing the winner of Ole Miss and conference champion number 4. 2, we have Indiana playing the winner of Notre Dame, Texas A&M, which that is a rematch from week 2, where Texas A&M won off Notre Dame missing an extra point and then coming down and scoring the game-winning field goal, I believe, on like 4th and goal with time expiring. So that's a great matchup there. I love to see it. The first team out we have is BYU and Miami being the second team out, which would mean that Texas, I believe, no, not Texas, excuse me. 13, I forgot what 13 was. Doesn't matter. But that is the way your college football playoffs is shaped up at this current moment. Now, we do have conference championship games to throw a monkey wrench in things. I feel like Big Ten championship don't matter in terms of winning, getting in. They're both in. It's just you obviously want that Big Ten championship game. ACC matters a ton. Virginia wins, then one of these group of 5 conferences won't be in. It's probably going to be JMU. If Virginia loses, however, if Duke wins, the ACC will not be represented in the college football playoffs. They won't, because your highest ranked team is Virginia. No, is Miami currently. They can't fight for the ACC championship game. Duke wins, they won't be ranked above JMU if they win, or Tulane or North Texas. Now, if JMU loses, then Duke gets in. If JMU loses to Troy, then Duke gets in. But if JMU wins and Duke wins, the ACC won't be represented. The Big 12, either way, Texas Tech or BYU's in. Now, if BYU's in, Texas Tech, to me, will still be in. And that eliminates an at-large bid for somebody. That would probably eliminate an at-large bid for Notre Dame, to be honest. Who else am I missing? I got the Big 12, SEC don't matter, Big 10 don't matter. Oh, if Bama wins, they're in. I don't think that everyone, but I think Bama's in even with a loss. I think they'll find a way to put Bama in with a loss. I think, but I can be wrong. But to me, the college football committee got it right, man. I'm not jumping. I'm sorry. Again, Miami fans, you're going to have to kill me. I'm not jumping you over Notre Dame because of a week 1 win. You can talk resume. You got better wins. And I agree Notre Dame needs to play a tougher schedule. But the fact of the matter is you lost those games late in the season. You had your chance to lose early. You didn't. And when it got nitty gritty, you blew 2 games. You blew them. You had a chance to beat Louisville. You threw a pick. You had a chance against SMU. In overtime, you threw a pick. You did not handle your business. So this is your fault, to be completely honest. He said Bama's 9th. Them staying in with a loss is crazy. I mean, it's kind of, this is why I say that, right? Because they're 9th right now if the season were to end. Now, they're playing an extra game because they earned the right to play in the SEC championship game. So it's kind of like punishing them for playing for their conference championship if they lose. That's why I feel like they'll keep Bama in, because they'll be like, well, the season where they end, they would have been in. But they had a chance to play for their conference championship game, and they just lost an extra game for the conference. So we don't want to punish them. As opposed to BYU, they're out if the conference was to start today. So if they lose, they were already out regardless. So this extra game ain't really a punishment because they were already out. Now, if they win, obviously they get the conference championship thing because they'll be a high-ranked conference champion. But if they lose, they're already out anyway. So, no. Georgia didn't win the SEC championship. Bama won, and Florida State should have been in over Bama. I mean, Florida State should have been over both of them, but they lost their quarterback. And plus, there were Michigan. There was also 5 power conferences at the time. This is before the Pac-12 ended. So Michigan won the Big Ten, Washington won the Pac-12, Bama won the SEC, Florida State won the ACC, and I want to say Texas. Yeah, they won the Big 12. So they weren't even a conference champion, and there were 5 conference championships with 4 spots. So they were out regardless because they weren't a conference champ. So that was a little bit different. That was a 14 bracket. That one made more sense. Now it's 12 teams. They would be in. They lost the extra game. I think they still find a way to make him an at-large bid. But that's just me personally. I would love to know y'all thoughts in the comments during the show, after the show. But that is my reaction. I can't lie. I agree with the committee. And I normally don't agree with the committee. You can ask Joe. You can ask Ace, who's been on the show. You can ask Dave, who's been on the show. I normally don't agree with the committee, but I have to agree with them. I really do. I don't got no quarrels, man. I do like the fact that both American Athletic Conference teams are ranked coming into their matchup, Tulane and Tulane and North Texas, excuse me. I do like the fact that JMU is ranked coming into their matchup against Troy, because it shows, hey, if these group of 5 teams deserve it over a Power 4 team, we will do that. They feel like if Duke wins, they don't deserve to be in. And they say, hey, Virginia, you better handle business or the ACC won't be represented. And I, for one, like that. But that's the end of my show for y'all, man. That's my reaction on the college football playoff top 25. Michigan State's playing Iowa right now, so I got to skedaddle. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Enjoy these college basketball games, man. Like I said, we got that. We got Florida, UConn coming up in 15 minutes. We got Duke, not Duke, excuse me. No, UConn, Florida. Is it Duke, Kentucky? No, it's Duke, Florida. UConn. Oh God, let me just look at this in my mind, because I'm confusing myself. Kentucky plays North Carolina. I do know that. I think it is Duke, Florida. UConn plays. I can't remember. UConn plays Kansas at 9:00. That's what it is. UConn plays Kansas at 9. Florida, Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, Michigan State, Iowa currently on right now. We got UC San Diego, Nevada, and we got USC, Oregon. We got Georgia, Florida State. So a ton of college basketball that's on right now. Y'all enjoy it. I'm about to go enjoy it, but I'm gone. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.